What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel again. We are here with a little different video. It's going to be a boat walkthrough video. This right here behind me is my office for the 2025 season. This is my Phoenix 21XE for 2025. Let's get into it. Starting off here at the back, we've got the Workhorse that's going to push this thing all across the country. We've got the Mercury Pro XS, 250 horsepower, 4-stroke. We've got it on an Atlas hydraulic jack plate. We have a 2.5 degree wedge on this boat. It's a little bit of an aftermarket part. Trying it out, might be taking it off, but I'm seeing if I can get a little bit more lift, a little bit more speed and performance out of this boat over my last year's XE. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Maybe taking it off because it's kind of, while it's going to add more lift at speed, it's going to take away from the whole shot a little bit. I've got two 10-foot blades right here. I've gone back and forth many times actually between 8-foot and 10-foot blades. Both have their pros and cons. The 8-footers are going to allow you to get under some low-hanging trees and bridges and stuff like that. But these 10-footers, looking at our schedule for this year, I think I'm going to want to be power pulling in deeper water than normal. So we went with the 10-footers. Got a 24 Tempest prop on here, 3-blade. Gonna play around with it. I've got like 6 props sitting at the house, different sizes, different brands. We're gonna play around with it, see what prop gives us the best performance. But today we're rocking the 24 Tempest. In the back of the boat here, this is where we keep all of our batteries. We have got Pro Guide lithiums all the way around. We've got 200 amp hour cranking batteries, lithiums, run together, giving me 200 amp hours, which 200 amp hours is overkill. Probably only need 100, but we've got 5 graphs, 2 live scopes on this boat. And, you know, especially as you get into the summer, fishing 14, 15-hour days, overkill is a good thing. For the trolling, we've got 100 amp hours. We've got 2 Pro Guide lithium 36 volts run together, and they're 50 amp hours a piece, giving us 100 amp hours. Yet again, overkill. Probably could do it with one of them. I have buddies that do it with one of them, but I've got an extra battery tray, so I'm gonna run 2. And then probably one of my favorite features from Phoenix is going to be this E2 power system. It's just a separate Perco switch with monster gauge wire run to a power block up front for all your graphs. Voltage and power management is really important with the amount of electronics we run on these boats now. There's all kinds of wiring harnesses aftermarket that you can run, but with the E2 system from Phoenix, you don't need it. When they rolled this out last year, they were like, hey, try this out and let me know what you think. Don't do your wiring harness. And I was a little bit timid, but fell in love with it. Super easy, super user-friendly, and honestly got some of the best voltage results and power management on my graphs that I've ever had. So the E2 system, if you have it as an option when you're ordering your brand new Phoenix, make sure you do that. One last thing, in this compartment back here, we have 1 power pull pump now. So both blades run off of 1 power pull pump. Super nice because they're both going to go down and come up simultaneously. You know, there was always one that was a little faster than the other, or, you know, one would just be stuck in the mud and lagging behind a little bit. So having 1 pump with bigger hoses, it's going to be just a little bit cleaner, and it allows for a little bit more room back here in the back storage. Moving on to the console here in the driver's seat, we've got 2 EchoMap Ultra 12s. These are going to be my mapping, side view, down view units. I've always, you know, this one's going to be my dedicated mapping. I'm a north up guy, not a heading up guy. If you're a heading up guy, you're wrong. And then we've got side view, down view, traditional sonar. I'm side viewing off of a GT36 Ultra HD transducer off the back, GT8 through-hole transducer, shooting through the hole for my traditional sonar. What I love about when they install it at Phoenix, they do it in the right spot. I can get 2D picture at like 65 miles an hour, which if it's not in the exact right spot, you won't get that picture. So Mercury SmartCraft gauge, got my trim and tilt, and then my jack plate on my TH handles here. No heated seats in this boat. You know, last year I got heated seats, and while it was super nice for like one event, I live in Texas, so heated seats was kind of an unnecessary luxury. So we went no heated seats in this year's boat. Moving forward, a little bit about this XE. It's kind of their flagship boat, nicest trim. There's no plastic on the boat. Everything's clean, matched fiberglass. It is the PHX hull. If anybody knows anything about Phoenix, PHX is their big water hull. It's not the fastest boat in the world, but it is the driest and smoothest boat that I've ever been in. And if there's a better one, I'm yet to ride in it. If you live around big water, you fish big water a lot, you're looking for a bass boat, the XE is the one to look at. You know, I toyed around with going with the 921 Elite or even the 721, but man, just this boat pays for itself, and you sacrifice that speed for the couple days you have to run through 3, 4, 5 footers. Saves your back. I'm only 32 years old, but I've got the back of a 60-year-old, so that's why I go with the XE over the others. Moving to the bow, scope haters beware. We've got 2 Echo Map Ultra 12s, and then we've got the Garmin 8616. This is a saltwater unit. This one, all the Echo Map Ultras, front and back, are linked together. This is a standalone unit just for forward-facing sonar, having that bigger screen, higher resolution, better pixel spread. It's just a scoper's dream. So bigger is always better when we're talking about screens. We've got 2 live scopes on the boat. We've got one barrel mounted down here on the trolling motor, dedicated forward. That's the one tied to this 8616. And then we've got a perspective mode, which is tied into this Echo Map Ultra 2 here. Garmin Force trolling motor, been running it for, I don't know, 7 years now. Absolutely love it. It's phenomenal, it's powerful, quiet, brushless motor, so it's efficient and gives you no interference when we're talking, looking at 2D and stuff like that. So let's hop in the boat, we'll look in some of the compartments. So one thing that's a little bit different in this XE from my last XE is gonna be in these outside lockers. In my last year's XE, we had the fiberglass walls in here, which makes for a really pretty trim out, super clean look, but you lose just a little bit of storage on each side of the boat. So I went without the fiberglass walls, so we've got just the standard carpeted inlays here, but it gives me 2.5 to 3.5 inches on either side of the boat. I can throw a few more rods in, 3 more boxes in, a few more G-crack billow shads. So, and also it reduces weight. So I say it reduces weight, but I'm gonna end up putting more tackle in than probably what I took weight out. So it ends up washing, but I just prefer to have the option of more storage. On this side, this is all just tackle storage for me. You could put rods and stuff over here. You can see I've got my 2 live scope black boxes. Day box for me starts out as a place where I'm gonna keep baits that I'm gonna need to get to very quickly. What it ends up turning into is a junk box that I can't find anything I need, but to start the year, it's gonna be a nice place for me to throw a couple packs of baits that I'm throwing that day and find them easily. Just need to do a better job of cleaning it out tournament to tournament. Then in the center storage here, this is where I keep 90% of my hard baits. I keep a few tackle boxes in the back there, but mostly everything I'm gonna get to on a day-to-day basis is gonna be right here. Fits the 3700, the big fat boxes. Really, really good. Super easy, neat and clean. You've got tons of storage on the side for your smaller boxes or little terminal bags. And then one of the really cool things, sliding tackle storage that we have right here. I almost strictly use this for line. I'm a big braid to leader guy, and I'll have all my different leader materials that I'll get to on a single day right here. If I'm ever, throwing baits that need super glue or mended or some type of scent, we keep all that right here too. Slide it up and away, you can get to it easy. This right here is brand new and clean. There's no baits on it. Give it by the end of the first tournament and you won't be able to see any of this foam right here. It's gonna have so many hooks sitting in it because every time I cut a bait off, and if I know I'm gonna wanna get to it again, I'm gonna stick it right there. So that is my office for the 2025 season. A few things we have left to do. We've got to break this bad boy in. I've got a little bit of time on the motor, but we need to get some more before Lake Conroe, and then we need to get the thing wrapped. We're gonna have some new stickers on the boat this year. Some of the same old ones, a few new ones. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. My New Year's resolution for 2025 is to bring you guys a lot more content, not just tournament content, baits, tips, tackles, just strictly vlogging and just having fun on the water. So stay tuned. If you guys like what you saw, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.